Hello students, once again I welcome to all of CLAT Gurukul, and I am Nilanjan, the teacher of English over here, and today I have come with daily practice sheet number 7 along with the explanation. Okay, so during this particular time when everybody gets stuck to their house, now it is the ultimate scope of you guys that you are provided lots of passages along with the explanation so that you can have ample practice sheet. Okay, and this is a passage which is related to pandemic. As you know, if I go through the first part of the passage, you will come to know it is written that I am just quickly getting through the passage. The raging pandemic has turned the perception of what we thought of as modern day gift horses. The internet, electricity and all those countless runs to our refrigerators from our quarantine bunkers into a source of debilitating lifestyle ailments. Okay. And while the suspension of economic activity might have caused the planet to rejoice, our carbon-laced life cycle has refused to bend its rising curve. So, more or less the passage is talking about the impact of raging pandemic. Economic activity has already been mentioned over here. But in spite of all these things, the passage is talking about the rising curve of carbon-laced lifestyle. The internet is the 6th biggest carbon dioxide emitter, followed by the usual culprits. So this is a fact which is really important from the perspective of the passage. Cooling and our diets. It takes 8 pounds of grain to produce a single pound of hamburger meat from a cow that heats up the planet throughout its lifespan with a steady release of methane. So all the facts have been included in that, but on the whole, the passage is talking about, or rather it is related to a particular theme, and that is all about raging pandemic and its consequences. Okay, but lastly, these paragraphs, the economist Mariana Mazzucato in her book Mission Economy offers a glimmer of hope. It is talking about the positive aspect of economic side. She mentions President John F. Kennedy's famous moonshot speech that galvanized the US public behind the Apollo mission to send astronauts to the moon. And this mission was steered and operated by the government itself. The myth of governments being seen as clunky, Kafkaesque and Byzantine bureaucratic messes. So on the whole, or rather if you are considering the last part of the passage, you will come to know that basically it is talking about the positive aspect of economic side. Okay. Now let us move to question number 1. It is written, what myth has been incorporated in our brain's thought process in the name of development? First option, it is written exponential growth objectives. Yes, it has been definitely incorporated in our brain thought process. It is mentioned over there as well. Number B, middle class growth. In the passage, if you go through, you will come to know that yes, this particular fact has already been mentioned, like middle class growth. Option C, global supply chains. It is already mentioned. It is a part of the passage. So you cannot ignore that particular fact. So considering all these aspects, option A, B, C, all of the above are perfectly all right. So we will definitely select option D as the correct answer. Let us move to question number 2. What does the author mean by the word Faustian? Now the thing is that it's a very important word like Faustian. If you do have the idea of that particular word, you can easily select what should be the correct answer. But if you don't have any idea regarding this one, so from the sentence you will come to know that what is the meaning of that particular word Faustian. Option A, inability to detach from something. That is basically isolating. So it's not there. Marked by option B, something done for present gain without future regards. If somebody is just thinking about that what we are getting as a gain in the present time, not considering the future or not giving any importance regarding future, then it is the essence of the word like Faustian. If you are talking about the word Faustian, it means that you are only concentrating on the present gain rather than focusing on your future, what is going to happen in future. Option C, marked by violence or ferocity. It's something different. If it's a negative word and which is actually emphasized here, violence or ferocity has been emphasized. So it should not be the correct meaning of the word Faustian. Now option D, long-term planning for better results. Already we have discussed that if somebody is concentrating on the present gain and he is not going to focus on the future paths, then it should not be related to that Faustian. And here in option D it is written long-term planning for better results. So if you are not thinking or concentrating on the future, so how could you say that it is long-term planning for better results? Because it is directly related to the future incidents, which is not mentioned over here. That's why the correct answer is obviously option B. Let us move to question number 3. What is the tone of the author? Once again, I must say that the tone of the author is a very common question and important too at the same time, because you can expect one question from reading comprehension passage in CLAT examination which should be related to the tone of the author or the attitude of the author. Okay, and here in this particular question, let us move through the options so that we can select what should be the correct answer. First option, it is written narrative. Do you think that it is a story that has been narrated by the author? No, not at all. Second one, informative. Informative tone basically refers to the tone which is related to information. Okay, so do you consider that this particular passage is full of information? Yes, of course. So many information have been provided by the author to the reader, and we have come to know, we have gone through all the information. So there is a more possibility that this should be the correct answer. But still, let us consider the rest of the options. Option C, it is written harsh. Harsh basically means acerbic या caustic. At any point of time, author is not putting forward any harsh statement regarding this pandemic situation. Okay. Now, last option, it is written sympathetic. Do you think that author is having sympathetic attitude? He is trying to share the compassion with the other guys? No, not at all. So on the whole, if we go through the passage, you will definitely come to know that this passage is full of information. So it should be easily, or rather it can be easily categorized as informative. So correct option is going to be option B. Now, this is the time for discussing question number 4. According to you, which word in the above passage justifies Franz Kafka or his writings, especially having a nightmarishly complex, bizarre or illogical quality? कौन ऐसा word है जो इस passage में justify करते हैं उनका writing को और फ्रांस कैफ्का को? Okay, correct option is Kafka's. Second option is Kafkaesque. Third one Kafkan, and last one Kafka's. Now, if you go through the passage, you will easily come to know that correct answer is going to be option B, which is specially having a nightmarishly complex, bizarre or illogical quality that is referred by this particular word. Okay, so correct option definitely it should be option B. The last question of this particular passage. Okay, and the passage is, and this particular question is, what is the position of internet in the carbon dioxide emitter rank? Question is asking कि position क्या है internet का in the carbon dioxide emitting rank में, क्या position है? ठीक है. Now if you go through the option, you will come to know in the first paragraph. Let me go through that so that you will get to know that. You know, in line number 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth line it is written, the internet is the 6th biggest carbon dioxide emitter, followed by the usual culprits, cooling and our diets. So basically it is talking about the position of internet, and clearly from this line you will get to know what should be the correct answer. As you find, the question is asking that what is the position of internet in the carbon dioxide emitter rank. So it is asking about the rank, right? So and here it is clearly written that it is 6th biggest carbon dioxide emitter. So of course, going through the option, we will find that in option C, as you see that it is written 6th. So obviously it is written 6th. So correct answer is definitely going to be option C, and that is 6th rank that is being talked about the position of internet in the carbon dioxide emitter rank in this particular passage, or that in that particular paragraph. I have already showed it, or I have already highlighted that particular line or underlined that, so that you can easily get to know what should be the correct answer. So here I conclude this particular passage along with the explanation, and I am quite hopeful that you people are not going to have any kind of problem regarding the comprehensibility and the answers of the questions along with the explanation. Right.